Well, as things in life change, your insurance should change as well, and that's why we brought in insurance agent Travis Cairns with more on what to think about, because let's start with home insurance. What are some of the things that clients change and then they don't tell an agent, and then it's like, ugh?
Quite a few things. We tend to be the last person they call. Some minor ones would be like you update your roof, which is important for us to know. Hot water tank, because if your hot water tank is older than 12 years, we're not covering it if it bursts. So those are some minor ones. The biggest one in that would be major renovation or finishing, like of a basement.
Okay.
Basements especially, because you choose the water coverage amounts for your basement, so somebody who has an unfinished basement may choose to not worry about sewer backup or flood, or choose a really low amount of coverage, and then they go throw $50,000 into a renovation and forget to tell us, and now the flood happens and you have 10,000, you probably needed 50. So major alterations to your house, you should always let us know.
Okay.
Sure.
How often, even if you're not changing things, how often should you kind of like just touch base with the agent or your insurance company to kind of like, okay, where are we? What have I got? What do I need?
The people who get the most value out of their insurance meet with us once a year, or at least once every 2 years. It's, for most of us, it's our second or third highest bill, right? After maybe your mortgage, maybe your property tax.
Right.
We are covering your most valuable assets and your greatest risks. Every time we get in the car, it's one of our greatest risks on a day-to-day basis. And you're paying for it anyways. So why set it and forget it, close your eyes, close your ears? Take the half hour. The ones who meet with us once a year, I can tell you right now, people have this kind of apprehension of, I don't want to talk to my insurance company.
Because you think that it's like it's going to trigger something or it's going to increase my prices. But in some cases, it doesn't.
They think we're seagulls looking for French fries. I mean, I like French fries. It's not the case, even though I love French fries. Literally, in that, like I would say, anecdotally, 7 or 8 out of 10 people that I do a review with walk away spending less than when they came in. And the reason you want to do an annual review and not rely on life changes, you don't know what life changes necessitate a discussion. What you might think is not important could be, or vice versa. And it's also not always about your life changing. The insurance company changes. Things evolve. Like 20 years ago, $1 million of liability in your auto policy was the norm. That was normal. Well, like everything else in life that costs more, so do lawsuits, and now it's $2 million. If you never talk to your insurance company, no one's going to give you that information, right? We might offer new endorsements, new coverages that were not available 5 years ago, right? We might offer higher limits. So there's things, it's both sides. You got to work together. It's not just you changing. We might be changing, and we need the opportunity to sit with you and say, do any of these changes apply to you? And we're not there to try to raise your rates. We're the complete opposite. I want it to be as cheap as possible, but most importantly, I want it to be right, because you don't want to learn the hard way, right? We buy policies ourselves online. There's a reason we're a licensed professional. There's knowledge, there's adherence to standards, there's continuing education. You're paying for it anyways. You might as well utilize your agent. The people who use us like a trusted advisor, like they'll call us ahead of time. I'm thinking about moving to this house. Here's the address.
Or in this neighborhood.
Or in this neighborhood. I'm thinking, my kid just got their license, I'm thinking about this car. Whose name should be in? Should I give them that car, or should I buy a new car? These are the people who get the most out of their money for their insurance actually talk to us beforehand, or at the very least meet us once a year.
Because don't think it's just a one and done, and it's like, okay, there's the insurance and I've got to pay for it, but that's it.
You acquire jewelry over the years, you buy a signed jersey, like all these little things that might
You get divorced, you get married.
And all of a sudden, the old spouse is on your life insurance policy and not the new spouse. How about that discussion?
And you want to have that beforehand. You want to have the discussion with you, not
you
with
are sleeping on the couch for sure.
Anything else like big change?
You know what? A common thing as well is having kids go off to university. And people don't let us know, and they might send their kid off to university and have that kid go buy their own little policy to protect their contents. And we could let them know that that could actually be covered under your home policy, and you don't need it. So changes with your kids, right?
Okay.
Them getting their G2, them getting their full G, them take their driver's training, them going to university. Those are important ones that often get missed, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had this chat. I'm going to change some stuff now. Thanks, Travis. We'll get all the links up on our website at chch.com/morninglive.
Excellent.